Hello Scorpio, thank you for coming back to my channel. Thank you for liking and subscribing, and if you're new to the channel, welcome. Please don't forget to like and share, or like and subscribe. I have laid out the cards. I've shuffled them already. I work with the 12 houses of the zodiac, so as the cards are appearing in each house, then those are the influences that are coming to bear at this time. So now in the first house we have water element sensing. This is the first of the 4 element cards. You have all 4 element cards in your reading this month, which is unusual since I really shuffled again and again and again, triple. I did many times, and yet all 4 came out in the lower half of your chart. So this is the first of the element cards. You have water element sensing. So now first house is the house of the self, your physical body, your vitality, your appearance, and how you are perceived by others. So this is your character, your characteristics and your personality, and also what you're projecting outwards, you know, how you are feeling on that particular day, or the phase that you're going through, or it could even be something to do with your ascendant. So how you are projecting yourself and how you're being received by others is all dealt with in the first house. Also your self-oriented interests and your actual physical body. So now, with this card coming in, what it's indicating for you is that at this time, as you are making your way through your daily life, it's probably best just to go with the flow for now. Just follow the current, surrender to the current. You'll still need to follow your intuition and what you are sensing, because it will guide you correctly at this time. You may just find that you need to take some time out and just withdraw periodically to conserve your energy and to gather your resources. So this will be like a pause before action is required. So this is a time of gathering as opposed to action in your first house. So just, you know, sort of go with things, see how they're working for you. You will still need to keep your boundaries in place though, so you're not taken advantage of by others during this quiet period, or you're being perceived as being quiet and perhaps low energy, because you need to conserve your energy at this time, or just go through periods periodically where you are doing that. This is also a very creative and imaginative time. So if you are interested in that, then write, paint, any of those kinds of activities, write poetry. Nobody else has to see it. It can just be for yourself. You may find that it's best to work alone on certain things at this time as well. You're going to be doing a lot of inner processing. So this is a lot of inner work going on, which is all necessary in order to navigate other things that are going on in other areas of your life. You may be involved with a trip across water of some kind. That does come with this card as well. Then in the second house we have Aries I am. So the second house, this is the house of your income, your money coming in for you. It's also the house of your self-worth and the house of your value systems. And it's everything that you own, all your possessions. So that's tied in with your value system. So that value system is of yourself, what you value in yourself, and also what you value in others and what you value in general. Okay. So now with Aries I am coming in, this is an action card. So you're going to feel stirred to action in some way. Perhaps you want to go after something which is going to bring you more income in, or you want to do something about a self-worth issue which you've been grappling with. You will be facing a few challenges. You may have the urge to win or compete in some way. This is a fast-moving energy that's coming into this house for you. It's no nonsense. Sports or physical activity is highlighted. With this card, just avoid conflict or aggression of any kind. The best way to handle this energy is through measured action, and some compromise is going to be required. Just avoid rash spending on items you don't need, or rushing around unnecessarily. This card can also bring in leadership in some way. So you may be asked to step up and take leadership in some way, or by your actions, by how you view yourself, or how you approach your values, your value systems, or what you own. Or it could even be how you are earning your income. You may be you may be seen as a leader in some way by others. So that's what this card is bringing in for you. Then in the third house, we have Mercury retrograde reinvention. So your third house, Mercury rules the third house in any case. So this is very much indicated for you at this time. The third house is your house of communication, all forms of communication. So that's written, verbal, even online communication. Any kinds of documents and contracts are also ruled by this house. So it can even be body language, what you're transmitting, how you're expressing yourself, basically. The communication can be to the wider public. It could be part of your job or your profession, or just how you are, how you're communicating with others, all others. But it can also be to certain family members, which will be siblings, cousins, aunts, uncles. It could even be your neighbors. Okay. So with this coming in, the third house also covers short trips of all kinds. So now, with this card coming in, really what it's saying to you is that at this time, for about a week or so, or maybe a little bit longer, just see how you go. Just avoid, if possible, avoid signing contracts or documents or making big purchases. If you really have to sign something, then get it looked over by somebody else who has a fine eye for detail, or you need to go over things really, really well, very, very thoroughly, check all the details, every single detail, go through everything thoroughly. You need to do that because the chances of there being some sort of error or mishap or miscommunication is very, very strong with Mercury retrograde. There's also room for failure of some kind. So whether this is a mechanical failure or just a failure of communication, something just doesn't work, there's room for error with this energy. It could also be that you something that you want to launch or something you're planning to do, best just hold off on it, because otherwise what could happen is that things may go wrong and you're going to have to go back to the drawing board anyway. So go back to the drawing board, look at your whatever it is that you're trying to do very, very thoroughly, go over it again, because basically what this is a very good time to really check over the details, to go over everything, revise, rewrite, reorganize, review, anything with a re in front of it, even if you have to reinvent something. It really is a good time to apply yourself again to what it is you have in place or what you're planning, and just go over everything again to pick up any mistakes or any kind of error or any kind of miscommunication that may be lurking there that you're unaware of. It really is a great time to come up with a better plan, okay? A better plan than what you had before or what you had brewing before. It's like taking a microscope or a magnifying glass and going over everything again. It's also about technology and electronics. Avoid, as I said, try not to make big purchases at this time, because there's a good chance that something will go wrong with it, or it will fail, or you'll have to take it back. These things do happen sometimes with this energy, and especially in this house as well. Then in the fourth house, we have fire element desire. This is the second one of the element cards coming in for you. Your fourth house is your house of home. So that's your physical home. It's also your residence, wherever you're staying. It's also the atmosphere in your home, and also the other people that may be in your home at this time, whether they're visiting or there for any length of time. It's also the house of your relationship to your ancestry, your roots, your foundation, your where you came from, basically, your ethnic identity. It's your relationship with that and the people involved in that. So now, with this card coming in, you can expect some quick changes or movement of some kind. You may even be asked to take a unique approach to something. look at something differently in any one of those areas. But there's energy and creativity involved. So whether you're redecorating or you're making changes of some kind in your home, but there will be energy and creativity coming in for you. It's also, you may just need to get clear on what needs to be done as well, whether it's dealing with other people in your home or something that you want to do in your home, or, as I said, to do with your ancestry and your relation to your foundation, the people that you grew up with. This card also brings in courage and daring, getting started with something. So you may be wanting to get started with something, or you may be going through a new start of some kind. It also brings in passion as well. And you may also have to deal with somebody else's ego, or some kind of overbearing attitude of somebody else in your home, possibly, or somebody that you're using in your home to redecorate or change something. So that all may come in for you. Also, just be aware all electric items and fire-related items in your home may need attention at this time. Then in the 5th house, we have Earth element stability, third one of the element cards coming in for you. So your 5th house is your house of creativity, all kinds of creative activities, just even your personal creativity. It's also the house of children, whether they're your children or other children that you're associated with. It's the house of love affairs, and it's the house of all forms of fun, recreational activities. That can even be sports as well. So with this card coming in, it's a stabilizing card. You'll be asked to dig deep for your practicality and your wisdom. You may even need to come up with a master plan of some kind. And also just be aware, avoid rushing with this. This is a steady, patient energy coming in here. So rushing is not going to work. Criticism of others is not going to work, or criticism of yourself even. Also be aware what may not be working for you. For instance, having fixed, outdated or outlived views that are holding you back in some way. You need to let go of fears and step out and actually try new things at this time. So try something new, take action on that. Action is required with this card. It might also be about getting organized in some way, any one of those areas. It could be you, or it could be children that you're associated with, or your children that need to go through any one of these steps as well. You may also be connecting with the right people, or people that are going to be very influential in your life, going to support you or help you in some way. Or it could be to do with your children, as I said. It could also be appropriate to be starting a business at this time. So what you're really trying to do here is to create a solid, stable foundation. And that takes time, and it takes patience, and you need to be practical about what you're doing. This card is also indicated for all nature-based activities, or property or land, or the purchase of real estate or land, or some kind of plot, which brings you close to nature. So whether you're going to be growing things, or whether you're going to be doing activities on that property which bring you close to nature in some way. It's very, very highly indicated with this card as well. Then in the 6th house, we have air element communicating. So this is the 4th one of your element cards coming in. The 6th house is your house of work, your workplace, your work projects, and any kind of mastery of your craft, whatever you are mastering, whatever it is that you do. It's also the house of health and diet, and it's the house of pets. So now with this card coming in, basically what it is bringing in for you is the power of manifestation. So this is hugely, hugely important, especially in this house, because you want to bring in positive things. So that means you have to really train yourself to watch what you think, what you say, and what you write. All forms of communication will be highly indicated here. So if you think, speak, and write positive, then that is what you will manifest. It's also about being logical and thinking things through. So whatever it is you're doing in the 6th house, you need to get clear on your objectives as well. So think things through, get clear. It's about reasoning as well. There's precision. There's sharpness because it's a mental energy, and there's ambition as well. So there may be all of those elements coming in for you in your 6th house at this time. Technology and science is also indicated with this as well. So whether you are embracing new technology in what it is that you do, or it could be electronics, or it could be some new instrument that you're mastering. It could be anything really, but it's more advanced than what you have been using up till now. It could also be that you're learning as part of your profession something to do with technology or something to do with science. You may be hearing gossip of some kind, or news may be coming in for you. Just avoid getting involved in any kind of gossip or scandal. But this could also just be a message coming in for you, or you are relaying a message in some way. This card also brings in air travel of some kind. So this is not a routine trip. This is something that requires a bit more effort and planning, and it involves flying of some kind. It could also be that you're going away to learn something, or you're visiting different types of educational facilities that may come in for you. From a health and diet point of view, hands, eyes, and the brain come in. So with the air element, sometimes you can spend a lot of time thinking or worrying or over-analyzing things, and that could put a bit of a strain on you as well. The other side that comes in with this is your energy levels, so watch that. And also youth. So anything to do with looking young, feeling young, anything to do with that may be indicated for you at this time.